What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Saturday, March 15th, 2025. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below, and if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. We are here to break down this action, but we've also got a lot going on the premium side today. Got college hoops on the board, a couple of NHL plays, a couple of NBA plays, but long term is the way to go, especially now that the week-long pass gets you into March Madness and into the first two rounds of March Madness as well. So make sure that you check that out. But like I said, we're here to talk about the 11-game NHL card on Saturday. Gonna have to speed run through this. You guys know the drill. You ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game takes us to the KeyBank Center where the Buffalo Sabres take on the Vegas Golden Knights. And the Buffalo Sabres back to struggling their way through everything. Right now they have lost 7 of their last 8 games. All 7 losses have seen the Sabres allow 4 or more goals. The Vegas Golden Knights for me are still, a solid team. Yeah, they're not the best team on the road. They're a sub 500 road team. But they are a team that doesn't mean they don't win games on the road, is what I'm trying to get at. They just shut out the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-0 in Columbus, where the Blue Jackets have played their better hockey all season long. So for me, I'm just fading the cold team, betting the hot team. I would have taken the Vegas Golden Knights in regulation and on the puck line in this one. Next, we're heading to the PPG Paints Arena, where the Pittsburgh Penguins take on the New Jersey Devils. And yeah, the Pittsburgh Penguins won 3 in a row. Whoop-de-doo. And they've been at home for a couple of those. Congratulations. Fact of the matter is, the Pittsburgh Penguins are still a fraudulent team, in my opinion. They are inconsistent. Every time you trust this team to do something, they let you down hard. And I don't want to be let down by the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm going to protect myself from the hurt. So I'm going to take the New Jersey Devils in this one on the road. They've been keeping the play going even without Jack Hughes in the lineup. They've also won 3 straight. They have a winning record on the road this season. And head-to-head, the Devils have won 9 of the last 10 meetings, including each of their last 6 trips into Pittsburgh. Give me the New Jersey Devils on the money line in this one. Now we head to the SAP Center, where the San Jose Sharks take on the Washington Capitals. And I wanted to get there with the San Jose Sharks, easy for me to say. And like I said, I really wanted to. They've won, their last 2 meetings against the Capitals, including a 2-1 win in Washington earlier this season. The problem is that you got to do more for me than beat the Chicago Blackhawks as of late for me to really trust this team. The Washington Capitals, yeah, they stumbled in LA, but I'll tell you, a lot of teams have stumbled in LA. The LA Kings are still one of the best home teams in the NHL this season. Prior to that, the Capitals had won 5 in a row, and they've been, still one of the most consistent teams across the board in the NHL this season. Just not getting there with the San Jose Sharks in this one. Sorry, I'm taking the Capitals to win this one in regulation. I'm putting a little bit on the puck line as well. Next, we head to the matchup between the Montreal Canadiens and the Florida Panthers. Another matchup where I wanted to get on Montreal as a home dog because sometimes they can be tempting and hold some value in that role. The problem is, with Montreal is that right now they're struggling. They've lost 3 of their last 4. Now, granted, all those games were on the road, and they have been a decent home team, which is why they kind of fired themselves back into the playoff race in the Eastern Conference. But the thing is, Florida right now is just red hot. They've won 8 of their last 10, 7 of their last 8. They've been finding ways to get the job done. They have allowed 3 goals or less in each of their 10 games. And the bulk of those 7 wins that they've had, and even in the 8th win as well, they've given up 2 goals or less in 7 of their last 8 wins. So the defense is on fire right now. The Canadiens, a team I like, but I think this one goes the way of Florida here. I'm taking the Florida Panthers in regulation and on the puck line here. Now we head to this matchup from the Wells Fargo Center between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Carolina Hurricanes. And Carolina has not been at their best on the road this season. Just 13-15-3 on the road this year. But the problem for me is that Philadelphia, 1 win is not going to convince me that the Flyers are back on track all of a sudden. They did pick up a 4-3 shootout win over Tampa Bay in their last game to snap a 5-game losing streak. But right now, Carolina's won 6 in a row. They did pick up a road win over Detroit in that 6-game stretch. And like I said, I know the majority of those wins have been at home for the Carolina Hurricanes. But right now, I just think that they are in better form. I just think they are the better team. I'm going to lean towards the Hurricanes on the money line in this one. It's kind of on the fringe of where I want to play a money line. But for me, it's Carolina or nothing here, as I'm still not sold on the Philadelphia Flyers. Now we head to Nationwide Arena for a matchup between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the New York Rangers. I kind of alluded to it. The New York Rangers, are up against it here, against a Columbus team that has played their best hockey at home this season. 20 wins in 31 home games so far. However, the Blue Jackets have still lost 4 of their last 5 games. They just got shut out at home by Vegas. They're just not in great form right now. And they take on a Rangers team that just snapped a 4-game losing streak. And don't get me wrong, the Rangers aren't great themselves, but I think it's very telling that the Rangers are favored on the road here. I think the Rangers get it done because I just think that this is a Rangers team is too talented to struggle as much as this team has over the course of the regular season. The Rangers are still fighting to keep themselves in the mix in the wild card race. They're trying to catch Columbus here. Columbus holding on to that final wild card spot. So Columbus is still going to have a game in hand on the New York Rangers as well. So if I'm New York, I got to take advantage of every single opportunity I get to gain points on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And a head-to-head matchup is a great way to do it. Give me the Rangers on the money line in this one. Now we head to Scotiabank Arena for a matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. It is another installment of the Battle of Ontario, and the homer in me is going to come out in this one. I'm going to take the Toronto Maple Leafs here, mainly because the Ottawa Senators, they've won 4 in a row head-to-head in this matchup, 5 of the last 6. The Ottawa Senators are rolling. They've won 5 in a row coming into this one. The thing is, though, Ottawa has either won games at home over that 5-game win streak, or they have beaten up on teams in bad situations when they were on the road, like the Philadelphia Flyers, who were slumping, the Chicago Blackhawks, who have really not been able to get out of their own way, and in a game where Chicago, I think, kind of got screwed in that game. I remember the Senators kicked the puck into the net, but the referees didn't see it that way. They were blind. But anyways, the Maple Leafs, I can't imagine that practice has been fun under Craig Berube with this team losing 4 of their last 5. But the losses have pretty much been, outside the loss to San Jose to kind of start this skid, the losses have been to playoff caliber teams and potentially Stanley Cup caliber teams on the road at Vegas, on the road at Colorado, at home against Florida in a tight 3-2 game. So for me, I think a rivalry wakes this team up, and I think they get the job done at home. I'm taking the Toronto Maple Leafs on the money line in this one. Now we head to the TD Garden for a matchup between the Boston Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And as much as I want to get there with an underdog in some spots, there's frankly no backing the Boston Bruins as far as I'm concerned. They had that rush of adrenaline that kind of kicked in after they traded away Brad Marchand, but then reality set in, and then they lost 6-3 to the Ottawa Senators. And I think we're starting to see that the beginning of a rebuild for Boston. Tampa Bay, yeah, they've lost 3 in a row. They haven't looked great during this little road trip they've been on and during this losing streak. But who do I trust more to be able to fix their problems right now on a quick turnaround? For me, that's easy. That's the Tampa Bay Lightning. Don't love the price. That's why it's a lean here, but just a lean towards the Lightning just because of the price, but I do think they win this game. Now we head to the XL Energy Center for a matchup between the Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues. And for me, the St. Louis Blues are just a hard team to back, even though they have won all 3 matchups with the St. Louis Blues this season, because the Wild have scored 2 goals or less in 4 straight games and in 8 of their last 9. St. Louis still has some decent goaltending options with Jordan Binnington and Joe Hofer. I think that Minnesota could struggle once again here, but St. Louis isn't playing some very good hockey in their last couple games. I think they're just road weary. It's the last game of a 6-game road trip. To me, this just sets up as a 1-3 wins kind of game. I think it's just going to be, the Blues just trying to get in and out with a victory. The Wild just trying to basically defend their way to a win. So give me the under between the Wild and the Blues. Our next game takes us to the Crypto.com arena where the Los Angeles Kings take on the Nashville Predators. And if you followed the Wraparound, if you followed our NHL segments on the morning show, if you followed me anywhere at Pick Dawgz, you know where I'm going with this one. The Los Angeles Kings are one of the best home teams in the NHL. 22-3-4 on the year against the least profitable road team in the NHL and least profitable team overall this season, the Nashville Predators, who are finally getting treated like the dumpster fire that they are from the betting markets. Right now, they're plus 190. I think you could easily lay, the Kings in regulation here lay at puck line. You might even be able to lay 2.5 goals. I think this one is all Kings in this game. I know they've been winning a few 1-goal games, playing some 1-goal games as of late, and also playing some lower scoring games just overall. And the Predators have won 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two, but the Predators are still a dumpster fire. Give me the Kings to win this one in regulation and on the puck line. Our final game on Saturday's card takes us to the Rogers Arena, where the Vancouver Canucks play host to the Chicago Blackhawks. And I went back and forth on this one because I was extremely torn. I don't like laying this kind of price with the Vancouver Canucks at home. The Chicago Blackhawks are hard for me to back on the road. 7 wins in 34 road games this season. But I am going to stick with the Vancouver Canucks here. But I am going to take them either to win this one in regulation or on the puck line, because they have won the last 9 meetings head-to-head between these two teams. And only one of those was decided by a single goal. The Vancouver Canucks, yeah, they've struggled. They've been inconsistent, but they are the better team here. Chicago just can't get out of their own way. They've scored 2 goals or less in each of the first 3 games during this road trip. They've been outscored 10-4 by San Jose, Colorado, and Nashville. I think the Vancouver Canucks take care of business here. Give me the Canucks to win this one in regulation or on the puck line here to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Saturday, March 15th, 2025. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head on over to pickdawgz.com, click the premium picks tab at the top of the page, and remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys.